You don't have to create content for every single platform. You just don't. You can create one video and help you grow on all the platforms, especially Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you my 6-part strategy on how to use one video to be able to grow on the 3 platforms. So welcome back. I'm Keenya Kelly, where I teach you how to grow on social media and how to make money online. And today, let's talk about my content marketing strategy, my explode method that helps you to be able to utilize one piece of content strategically so you can grow on all these different platforms. Now, I'm specifically just talking about Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, but this same content can be placed on LinkedIn Shorts, Facebook Reels, Pinterest Idea Pins, Threads, Lemonade, all the different places where you can place short video content. This can go there. I just strategically said Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So one of the things to understand about this strategy is that you have to be intentional and you're just going to have to be consistent. So once you do this, you're going to have to continue doing this over and over and over again. But in addition to that, you're going to have to be very intentional with the actual content that you're filming, which is what I'm going to talk about here today, because you don't just want to film just anything and say, I didn't blow up on Instagram, I didn't blow up on TikTok. That's not how this goes. You have to be intentional with the actual content, and then you distribute it and then let the platforms help push you organically through the channels. So let's kind of get into what my 6-part strategy is. So the first thing that I wrote down here to grow with one piece of content is that you're going to have to choose a topic that your audience is searching for. Okay, you're going to have to choose a topic that your audience is searching for. Now, TikTok has this new feature called the Creator Search Insights. And if you go there, you're going to see according to your account, it's going to show you any kind of content gaps that if you create some content around that, you more than likely will get more views to that content. Now, what does that even mean? What that means is that people are on the internet. They're on TikTok, on YouTube, Instagram, whatever, and they are typing in certain things and they're not finding the content. They're not finding enough content about a particular topic. That is something that you can create content around, and you are guaranteed to have a lot of success with it because there's not a lot of content around it. But not only that, if you're here on YouTube and you search a topic and you see that that topic has 10, 20, 100,000, 200,000 views on it, that's a great topic. That's a great topic to create content around because that creator created that content. All those people engaged with it. That means that more people may be interested in that as well. So you can choose a topic that has a gap, or you can choose a topic that is super hot, and then you're going to create around that. All right. So that's the first thing. The second thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to film this content in your phone. Now, this is my phone here. You don't want to go and film this in the TikTok app, the Instagram app, or the YouTube Shorts app. You want to film all of this in your phone, okay? Because when you post on TikTok, there's metadata for TikTok. When you post on Instagram, there's metadata for Instagram. From your phone, it's fine, right? The platforms don't mind that piece of content has come from your device. They do care that it came from the other platforms, okay? So first things first, or second thing, is you're gonna wanna film this content in your phone, okay? Now, of course, because we're talking about vertical shorts, you're gonna wanna film this vertically, okay? Don't go filming this horizontally and expecting it's gonna do well when you put it on a vertical platform. You've got to film this vertical, okay? Now, one of the things that I like to do is I like to actually use my back camera, because this camera is fine, but this camera is better. Why? There's like 3 cameras back here. The quality with this camera is next level compared to my my selfie camera, okay? So I highly recommend that you use your back camera. Now, if you have an iPhone and you have an Apple Watch, it's amazing because when you have an Apple Watch, you can actually click on your Apple Watch and click on the camera, like remote camera. And what happens is that once I have this turned to the back camera, I can look on my Apple Watch and it's going to show me if I'm in frame. So then as I've got my camera sitting down, I can kind of move it around and looking at my watch to making sure I'm in frame, because I'm not going to be in selfie mode. I'm going to be with a back camera, and that's going to help significantly. I do that all the time when I'm creating my content. That's if you have an Apple Watch and if you have an Apple phone. Some of y'all are Android users. I call those Tonka toys. We don't have Androids around here. We are all team Apple. But so if you have an Apple Watch, then that's going to be great for you, okay? The third thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to edit your video in CapCut, okay? You're going to want to edit your video in CapCut. Now, if you do other editing software, that's perfectly fine. Just don't use the other platforms like Instagram, Reel, like TikTok or YouTube to edit. Use one of the editing platforms. My favorite one is CapCut because it's easy for me to use because I'm not the biggest editor. So I'm going to use CapCut to be able to do this, okay? Now, when you are filming this content and you're editing this content, you're trying to like do this content in a way that's going to get attention, keep attention, and get people to share, because your desire is to grow, right? Now listen, the way that you grow on social media is, yes, you create content, but you create content that people want to consume. They want to keep consuming. They want to keep consuming from you, because if they consume that content and they enjoy that content and they believe that you're going to give them more of that content, they're going to hit follow. But not only that, if that content is so good, so valuable, guess what they're going to do? They're going to share it. People always like to share things in text message and groups, in their stories, and all these places if it is something that they really think that people would benefit from. So when you're choosing that topic, right, and when you're filming that content, you've got to be thinking about, I want to grow. I don't want to just post content. I want to grow. And so what content is going to make people continuously watch over and over again? It's going to make them share and all the things, okay? So that's the filming part. The editing part, now you want to draw people in even the more, okay? So that's why I talk about things like CapCut, because CapCut has amazing fonts. They've got transitions. They've got zoom in effects, zoom out effects. They've got sounds. There's so many things that can be done when it comes to a video edited on the inside of CapCut, okay? And so you're gonna want to give people some drama, okay? Dramatic sounds, dramatic transitions. You know, you're gonna want to maybe change the lighting a little bit, zoom in a little bit, zoom out a little bit, right? Because again, you're trying to get people's attention, keep their attention, and have great content that people want to share and where they say, I want more from you, okay? Now, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that you resize this content to fit the particular platforms, right? Now, typically I do everything in, I'll get this right, 16 by 9. I think I always get this right. I think it's like 16 by 9, but I'll just say vertical, right? So I film everything vertical, right? And I put it in CapCut, and I don't necessarily edit it for TikTok, for Instagram. I make sure that everything is within frame. So then if I have text, I don't put text too high up here. I put it around here. So that way, no matter which platform that I'm on, right, that it fits. So you're gonna wanna make sure that when you're editing this in CapCut, that it's not gonna get cut off on YouTube Shorts, it's not gonna get caught off on Instagram, so on and so on, that it just fits within all the platforms, okay? So you just want to be mindful of, like, of course, the border, and be mindful of the top right. Oftentimes my text will go right here, or my text will go right here. That way, no matter which platform I'm on, I'm okay. I don't put my text too low, because then you've got your description and your name and all the type of stuff below there. You don't want to deal with that. So I try to keep my stuff around here or right around here with my head and not too high, all right? Then the fifth thing that you want to do is I recommend that you find a trending audio on the platform. Now, a trending audio is not going to guarantee you success, but a trending audio that is being pushed through the algorithm that's performing very well, oftentimes your video is going to get pushed out with that as well. Not to mention people that are engaging in content that has that particular trending audio on it. Oftentimes your video will be pushed out to them as well, because they have already showed the platform that you like that particular song or content with that song. So if you're gonna use an audio, I would encourage you utilize a trending audio to help you with that. That's why you're gonna do it per platform, so that when you're on YouTube Shorts, you're using what's trending there. When you're on Instagram or when you're on TikTok, you're using what's trending on their platforms that day, and not necessarily what's trending on Instagram or TikTok. Hope that makes sense. And then the final thing that you're gonna wanna do so you can grow on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube and everywhere else with one video is, I highly recommend that when people start commenting on those videos, start doing reply videos. What does that mean? So let's just say I got a video on Instagram and people are commenting on the video, they're asking questions, they're saying this and this and this. Well, I recommend that you go and you take the video and you click on the comment and then you click on the reply, the red button, and then do a reply video. That's gonna let the text be, whatever they just said, be above your head or wherever you put it, and then you can reply to that. Now, why would you do that? One, it's engaging, right? Now, they know people are asking a particular question. It's also bringing people back to that original video, okay? So if that original video is performing really well, keep getting traction on it. Do reply videos to that. That way, when people see what you're talking about, it will bring them back to that original video, which will continue pushing that original video through the platform. Okay, so yes, you're gonna have to shoot those like individually in the platforms when you're doing the replies, but that initial one is the one that you spend all the time on, all the time filming and editing and scripting and all that. But the replies are just the replies, okay? So again, if your desire is to grow using one video on all the platforms, that first video has got to be thought out, strategic, filmed, edited properly, and utilizing all the different hooks, okay? So if you are someone and you're saying to yourself that like, this is great, I want more help, I have an amazing course called Vertical Video Mastery where I teach you how to get started creating amazing videos, how to edit in CapCut, content styles that work extremely well, and more importantly, how to go viral and sell your products and services. There is a link in the description if that interests you. Otherwise, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.